Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T. You listen to the Get Right podcast. I got the boy DC with me. What's good, bruh?
Yeah, it's the man with a beer in his hand, aka DC, in the place to be, aka Mr. Misconception. Let's go.
Man, I got the brain trust, man, who put this thing together as always, man. What's up, Rod?
Gang.
All right. So, man, so I know last week, man, we talked about a little bit of the NCAA, man, and I want to say this past weekend, man, it's been some good games, bruh. It's been some good games, and I want to talk about one thing because I said, oh girl, she does have a name. That young lady from Stanford, Fran Beliebe, who yammed all over everybody. So I just wanted to throw that name out there, and I'd be like, oh girl, she got a name. She was balling out. So shout out to Fran Beliebe, but shout out to some good ass women's college basketball, bro. Like I was stuck to the TV for sure, for sure.
100%, man. Yeah, shout out, man. First and foremost, go blue. You see them Michigan Wolverines lady basketball team is in that Elite Eight. So hey, hell, if the men's can't make it, shit, somebody got to make it. So thank you, ladies, for holding it down for the squad and highly entertained, man. Like I had like 4 or 5 games I caught. I didn't catch the whole game, but like second halves and bits and pieces of other ones. But again, the ones that I was able to check out, highly entertaining, man. So props to you, bravo to you guys for giving us great entertainment and great basketball.
Yeah, hey, you better hope they don't run into South Carolina, man. Man, them girls
And
tough.
man, I told you last week, man. Nas is she's a different animal, bro. Nas Hillman, man, she's a beast. So she can hold her own. We'll see if they continue to make that run, but she's definitely in a league of her own at the moment.
Man, you ever coughed and like you thinking like you catch everything and like you look at your hand and your hand is kind of dry and then you see like a random loogie like on the computer screen and shit.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what just happened?
You missed your whole hand.
Or like it hits you in your pants leg and you don't realize until like later. You got this random wet spot in your pants. You're like, what? It's like, oh, you really sneezed on your own leg, didn't realize it. Like, I know it's not just me. And you're like at work, and you're at work and you don't realize it. You're like, oh, nobody said anything. Like, I just got a big wet spot on my pants.
When you got that, not that though, but that sneeze, bruh, and you feel like that boogie, like it's at the end of your nose, and you like, I can't be like in front of people, right? I need to like go to the bathroom or something, get this off my nose, because you can feel it. Oh yeah, that's the worst.
You don't always feel it, man. Sometimes it just it's light. It's just kind of ghosting, just floating there, man.
My guy be having them something about Mary sneezes, bro.
Hair gel.
Again, though, man, shout out Aaliyah Boston, man, dropping 28 points and 22 rebounds over the weekend, bro. Men or women, bro. That's crazy feat. You can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, she was balling, bro. I thought she was playing against my youngest daughter, man, the way she was manhandling these other young ladies on the court, bro. She was doing her thing, bro. Doing her thing. So if Michigan got to play South Carolina, man, that's gonna be a problem. I don't know, man. I think I know we all live in South Carolina now, but I think they probably a team to beat, bro. It used to be UConn for years, but they the team to beat.
Yeah, Dawn Staley don't play. She's building the next women's basketball dynasty. First you had Tennessee, then you had UConn, and now it's South Carolina's turn. You know what I'm saying? But South Carolina got Dawn Staley, a black coach. They're going to build the statue after her, man, when it's all said and done. She's going to have a statue outside that stadium. Or outside the Coliseum is what they call it. She's going to have a stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Hey, when I was like a junior in high school, I ain't gonna lie, I had a little crush on Dawn Staley, bro, when she was on the USA Olympic team.
Likewise.
Hey, bro, she was cold, bro.
Man, that's just y'all, man.
Bro, you crazy.
She's cool. But a crush?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, she cool. When I look back at it, I'll be like, yeah, I was tweaking, but she back then. back then, I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey,
And then you watch
and
Love and Basketball. The movie came out.
but
It was a
you
thing.
you got to think though, back then, bro, like. And no shade to women basketball players, but back then you didn't have the Skylar Diggins and the ones like the basketball players didn't look in my day how they look now. So to T and
That's
I's
true.
credit, bro, like
Yeah.
we only had a select few that we can go after. You know what I mean?
So I'm looking at these old pictures of her in college, and nothing
Oh,
against
you went to Google now. Okay.
nothing against Dawn State, but I don't see it, bro. Now when you got Dominique Dawes out here, then because
That,
we talking about the '90s, right?
but that was a different sport. Everybody loved Dominique Dawes. You know what I mean? That was everybody's crush. Like any male, that was a crush back then. But like I
Also,
think
this is
T
y'all
just.
sleeper crush.
I
This
think
is
T.
y'all.
Yeah, this was
This
just
is the crush.
strict.
This is the crush you were afraid to tell anybody about back in the day.
I ain't
This
afraid to. Oh
I
no,
wasn't afraid either.
no, I
I'm
wasn't, bro.
claiming it still. You
I
know what I
stand
mean?
on it. Yeah.
She again
Man.
back then. You got to think again. Basketball, bro. There it wasn't many that you could be like, all right, yeah, she nice. You know what I mean? Like
There's no rule that says you got to pick any of them though. Like you could be like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave the basketball players alone. I'm gonna stick to the gymnasts and the tennis players. You could do that. That's always an option. That's all I'm saying.
it is an option, but back then it was what it was.
It was what it was.
Bro,
Yeah.
15, 16, bro. It is what it is, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro, I thought Don Staley was cold.
Y'all must not have had dial up back in the '90s. See, I was in a nice household. I had dial up. Y'all ain't had no dial up internet.
Oh yeah, we had dial up, bro. It was monitored though. You
Oh, so
couldn't.
that's why you got dial up. You over here looking up Dawn Staley. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking up Tyra Banks and
No, you looking up China. That's what you was looking up, bro.
Hey,
That's what you was looking up, China.
yo, you playing China like WWF China?
Yeah, bro. Don't
You
forget.
wild, bro.
Oh, okay.
You
Hold on,
wild,
listener.
but you can't.
Please
You
go back
can't.
to episode 5 and listen listen to this man giving us the details.
All I
of
said,
China.
all I said is this is what she did after wrestling, which was not the
Right.
'90s, by the way. That was like in the 2000s when she did porn. You know what I'm saying? I just follow it. I just know what happens. But I never said I had a crush on her though. I wasn't like, oh, China. Like, nah, bro. Like, she's a great wrestler, and that's how I feel about Dawn. Like, great wrestler, but
I mean,
great
not
basketball player. But let's leave it at that.
90s for me, man. I had a few. You know what I mean? Like Dominique Dawes was number one. You know what I mean? I think
One.
she was number one. Number two for me in that time frame. And this was borderline love. You know what I mean? I love me
In the
some Aaliyah, bro.
90s?
I love me some Aaliyah,
Oh,
bro.
knee alone, bro.
I love
Talking
Aaliyah, bro.
about.
Like Aaliyah was, I could have, if anybody would have asked you who I was going to marry, I'm like, I'm not getting married. But if she asked me, it's done. You know what I mean? Like Aaliyah was my one.
Aaliyah was dope. For me, it was Tyra Banks, bro. It's not even close.
Nah, I ain't like
It's really not even close, bro. Tyra was different.
Nah, in the 90s though, it's knee alone, bro.
And
In
see,
high school, yeah, knee alone.
I wasn't a big Tyra person either.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
wow. She different.
I wasn't a big Tyra person.
I was. It was cool though.
She was cool.
Like, she was dope. Sad. Higher learning. I ain't gonna spoiler alert it, but for people who ain't seen higher learning, but,
spoiler alert. That's 30 years ago. If you ain't seen it by now, if you ain't seen it by now,
it's on you. Hey,
it's on you.
She got popped in higher learning. That was sad. However, knee alone.
So you were so in love with these characters, right? Because I'm more like I'm looking at Tyra. I don't care what movie she was in, what TV show she was in. I'm just
whatever movie she was in, bro.
But she's beating Nia Long, bro.
Oh man, you are crazy.
Like,
here you go,
Nia
Mr.
Long,
Misconception, stirring it up, bro.
Because Nia Long, mind you, Nia Long is bad, but we just talking about off of looks. Nia Long was just the girl next door. Like she had.
What's wrong with that?
She had the girl next door roles, but the thing is, Tyra never had no kind of role. She just came out being bad for the sake of it. Whereas Nia had to have the right role to make you look at her in a certain way. Like even when we talking about it, you went straight to like Tyra's movie
Hey, yeah, I was just saying she
Like,
got
what difference
respect.
does it make?
You know
But
what I'm
the
saying?
thing is,
Bro, just leave
that's
alone,
what I
bro.
mean. That's what I mean. Why you say, okay,
In the
you more so in
90s,
love with the
bro.
character.
In the
You in love with the
90s.
character because who
I
cares what the
wasn't.
character is?
In the 90s, bro, it was Nia Long, Stacey Dash, Holly Berry, bro. Tyra Banks is not even in the top 3, bro.
You wild, bro. yo,
Right.
you wild. Now,
Hey,
Tell me
granted,
I'm lying.
I'm definitely putting Holly over
you can
Tyra
do
ain't
Tyra.
that,
there,
but to say
Yeah.
bro.
she's not in top 3 all time
She's not top
90s, you
3.
wild, bro. You
She's
wild,
not.
dog. You
She's
wild.
not.
Hey,
Y'all, you
do,
crazy
do,
wild over
And
that.
you know
do
what,
y'all
man? This
remember
sounds
y'all
so
first
bad because
crush?
these are all beautiful women, bro.
Do y'all remember
Yeah.
y'all first crush, man? I can take you back to
Are you talking about celebrity crush?
yeah. My first celebrity crush was Vanity, bro. I remember watching Action Jackson, bro.
Hey, facts.
Action Jackson and Vanity, bro. Like Vanity and The Last Dragon, man.
Last Dragon. Hey, it was the Last Dragon with me, bro. It was the Last Dragon,
I was
bro.
just thinking I had a poster of Vanity, bro, and I don't know how old I was, but that was the '80s, so I
I'm looking
wasn't
for
over
Bruce
8.
Leroy.
I wasn't over 8. I'm like, man,
Yeah,
like
she was fire, bro. Vanity
Vanity,
was beautiful,
yeah,
bro.
she was a banger.
Man, I love our culture, bro. I do, man. I love it, bro.
Man,
But
mine have been
Tyra
Tyra.
Banks, top 5, bro. Top 5, bro. She's
No,
top
she's
5.
definitely top
In the
3. She's
90s,
easily over Nia Long. I would put
Nia
her over
Long.
Aaliyah, but I know a lot of people probably put Aaliyah over her.
Yes, they would.
But I don't see a lot of people putting Nia Long over Tyra Banks, bro. Like I just don't. I don't. The
Hey, look,
masses. I'm talking about the masses, not a few people here and there. And I don't see the masses putting Nia Long over Tyra, bro. I mean, she's the
really?
first. She's the first black voluptuous supermodel ever. Like you could not
Facts,
be. She changed the game. She changed the modeling game.
Oh, absolutely, man. And shout
facts.
out
Nia
to her
didn't
for
change
that.
nothing, bro.
It
What did
Yeah,
Nia
doesn't matter
change?
what does she have to change, bro?
yeah, yeah.
But if you talking about top 3 baddies, you need
Hey,
to
though.
change something, my guy.
Hey, look, I'm not gonna even front though. Like those Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions that she
Fire,
used to cover.
fire. Yeah,
Yeah, man,
I'm not mad
yeah,
at that, but
yeah, yeah.
she's not in my top 3.
Aaliyah changed the game. Tyra changed the game. What did Nia change? Nothing. She was a cute face. She got the right roles, and she made it into 90s lore. Congratulations, that's great. But that ain't top 3 of all time great.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had to think about all
Oh,
time top
and
3.
what's her name? Reagan Gomez,
Yeah, she
Zaria
yeah she was
from
fire.
Parenthood. That was 95, bro.
Who?
What? Oh, bro, you didn't see the Parenthood, bro? Robert Townsend sitcom,
You
his
said
Yeah,
daughter.
he
Reagan Gomez?
yeah
Yeah,
he
Zaria, bro.
he remember her. He had to see her.
Yeah,
She,
he's here. He like, oh yeah,
she did
he might slide Tyra out that top 3.
she didn't do much after
She's
that.
kind of brown skin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nah, bro, she's not top 3. Nah.
Because she brown skin.
No, I'm only
Okay.
saying that because I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, let me make sure I'm looking at the right person.
Let's
yeah,
make sure
All
we
I'm saying.
let's make sure
Reagan.
we clear that up,
Gomez.
man. Hey, we don't need no heat on this pod
Hey
for
man,
that.
No.
ain't no colorism on the Get Right
Nah,
podcast, bro.
No,
nah,
None of
black
that.
of
sir.
the berry, black of the berry.
Yes,
But
sir.
she ain't gonna win it though, bro. She ain't.
That's cool,
I don't
bro.
know, but I mean, I
She
gotta
top
say,
5 in the 90s, though. I give you that, bro. In
top
my
3,
opinion,
top
not
3
top 3,
90s.
though.
I'm gonna say Holly. I'm gonna say Tyra.
Holly's still earning, bro.
She top 1 to me. Like she is.
Yeah, Holly's probably the one.
What,
Holly
Yeah.
probably the
101?
one. I don't know who 3 would be, but I know it's not Nia Long. Could be Aaliyah. But I'm looking at women who changed the game. Holly changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah changed the game. Tyra
Yeah.
changed the game.
I mean, again, it goes back like you said. Who was you? That was the crush, bro.
that was the crush.
That was the crush, bro.
But you also chose Dawn Staley over Tyra Banks.
I did not.
Nah.
I did not.
I got to
And I
back
hope
him.
everybody
I
can
don't think he
rewind
said
that, bro, because you
I don't
putting
think he
words in our
said that.
mouth, bro. Like rewind that, bro. You putting words in both our mouths. Like stop
That's what I
that.
heard.
Stop that, bro. Stop that, bro.
Run it back.
it's that's just one of those ones that you look back and it's like, man, I was young, bro. We just charge it to the game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it on that one.
Man,
But
we all trying to find our way, bro.
that's it,
In
bro.
the 90s.
In the '90s,
Trying to
In
right?
the
find our
90s.
way, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The 90s was all right, man. 90s was good. A lot of good stuff in the 90s. 90s hip hop. You know.
Okay, what about it, bro? Because you about to shame the 90s hip hop too?
Why you say that? Nah, bro. I
I
love the
mean,
90s.
hey, I'm just saying, bro.
Bro,
Talk about the 80s.
mid to late '90s is really what evolved the rap game, in my opinion. Like it, man. Like I'm just thinking back to the albums that dropped around that time. You think about um what year did because Biggie dropped '94, right? So I would say from '94 to 2000, there was a ton of classics that came out of there. Like Nas had a couple of them. I know you're gonna say that, DC. So I'm gonna just throw that out there right now. You know what I mean? But you think about the emergence of Pac, because Pac came like '92, right? '92,
92,
Pac.
93.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
93.
started hitting
Yeah,
the scene after the Digital Underground joint, and '96 was All Eyes on Me. So you
classic.
was it '96? He
Yeah,
died in
yeah.
'96. That came out
All
the same
Eyes
year he
on Me
died.
came out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
So you think about '97, you got Life After Death. When you think shit, Reasonable Doubt came out in '96, even though it wasn't like a big hit back then, but it emerged into a big album, like one of his best ones, obviously. But um and then you think about the emergence of P and Cash Money towards the end of the '90s, man.
Hey, No Limit had the game on lock, bro.
Wow,
So
that was the craziest marketing stretch I ever
Bro,
seen. Like
everybody had an album, bro.
every Friday he was on it.
yeah. And so that makes you wonder.
Everybody.
That makes you wonder, right? Like, so the 90s dominated. I mean, the New York dominated the 90s,
Mhm.
right? And then we started to see all these other cultures, the South especially, kind of take over and never look back.
Mhm.
So it makes you wonder, is 90s hip hop, was it really just that great that nobody else could get in for the most part, aside from a few people from other regions? Or was it just that New York had the stranglehold on the media as a whole, and we never got a chance to listen to other regions? And
Media.
if we had the chance to listen to other regions, would New York hip hop have even been a thing?
Oh, absolutely. New York. New York. I'll go first. New York definitely would have been a thing for sure.
I
But
mean,
I
like
think
what
the
it is. I mean,
media.
as far as what
Yeah,
what
yeah, that
90s
still
hip
would have
hop
been a
is.
yeah, that still would have been a allure there, bro. There still would have been a allure there to New York, bro, because of the market. New York is a media market, right? So it's going to be there. But I will say again that same word I just said, that media also put out put out the home team. They
Mhm.
put out the home coast. They put out the home region. And I want to say social media began to expand upon that. Start with MySpace, right? That started to expand, you know what I'm saying? And then we can go on, right? Twitter, YouTube, all that craziness. But yeah, it began to expand, bro. Yeah.
I don't know if the '90s was dominated by New York though, like
It
because
was. It was.
no, I mean the first half of the '90s it was it was a lot of West Coast rap. You know what I mean? Like West Coast really popped off in the earlier part of the '90s, and New York started to die down like towards the middle of the '90s,
You think so?
and I think so. Like,
I,
because look, The Chronic was one of the biggest albums that come
for
out
sure. But Wu
in that
Tang was
decade.
going strong. That same time the Chronic came out.
They
Like
were,
strong.
they
Shout
were,
out to all the Wu Tang fans out
but
there.
but they weren't overtaking The Chronic. You know what I mean? And then when Snoop dropped, when you they had what the deep cover joint, and then
Yeah, majority of that stuff was East Coast stuff
and
though. On the
then
East Coast.
Snoop dropped in '94, and like when Death Row really started popping, there was no team seeing Death Row. You know what I mean? Like I get like there were some West Coast people that were or some East Coast artists that were trying to, they were holding their own. Like hell, Dog Pound had a classic album in that decade. Um, like it was a couple of classics that came out the West Coast where I'm thinking about the East Coast. Yeah, you had It Was Written, you had
Mob Deep. Then we
but
talking 90s,
but
bro.
but
Like
Mob Deep,
Mob Deep,
Mob
Wu
Deep was
Tang.
the
Hey,
Mob, but
early
Mob
90s
Deep
too.
is not global like that. You know what I mean? Mob
Okay,
Deep,
but okay,
not Mob
okay.
Deep was New York. Like
So let's go global, right? Let's go global.
I didn't even like Mob Deep back then. You know what I mean? Like that, I didn't like them back then like that. I started to get to it. I really started listening to Mob Deep like in the 2000s. You know what I
All
mean?
right, all right. So when you say 90s, right? Are we talking 94, 90 to 94? When you say early 90s.
We just say that decade, like that
All
early
right, so
90s would
LL,
be
bro.
90 to
So
95.
LL, bro. That's global.
Was he like that though? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
he definitely was.
Yeah, bro.
He
Nah,
definitely
What?
was. Doing
nah.
it and doing it and doing it well.
Bruh, he was
Bro.
Yeah,
everything,
Mama
bro.
said knock you out. That was
He
the
was
90s.
that
everything,
was
bruh.
80s, wasn't
Nah,
80s?
bro.
80s was
Mama said
90.
knock you out.
I thought that was 80s,
I
late
don't know.
80s. It might have been. It might have been the early 90s, but it was
Bro,
close.
bruh. LL was all over the place, bruh. The early 90s, bruh. You couldn't touch that dude, bruh.
LL was never one of my top artists though that I listened to a lot.
Neither was he for me, but we can't knock what he's done, bro.
I'm
Can't knock
not.
what he's done,
No,
bro.
I'm not knocking what he's done. Like again,
Yeah, bro. He was that guy, bro.
he had some radio hits, but was it enough to overtake
Yes.
again?
Oh
Not
yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Cause remember
LL,
he had the female tracks
bro.
on lock.
But
On
LL was
lock.
not overtaking Dre. I mean, we can go look up the Billboard stuff and see what LL put out versus
Well,
what the Chronic
I
did.
don't think he did bigger than Chronic, but I think the bigger point is that
Through the decade.
New
Through that
York was New
decade.
York was heavy, bro. And even though it's true, I don't think New York had any artists as big as Dre,
Hmm.
or Snoop for that matter. But
Nah.
New York had more artists as a whole because you had one Dre, one
It's true.
Snoop, one Pac. That's three. Man, New York had Biggie, Jay, Nas, Mobb Deep,
Wu
Wu-Tang
Tang.
Clan, The Roots,
Tribe Called Quest.
Trop Called, yeah, Redman.
he said, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bro. I mean, like, we can count Redman even though he across the bridge, bro. But you
yeah,
had
but
Redman,
he's still East Coast, pretty
he's
much
still
New
East,
York.
bro.
Oh yeah,
You
he
know,
Brick City, you know. But
yeah.
again, those are artists. I think they emerged in the later part of the '90s, but I would say they got more breakthrough in the 2000s. I mean, you know, Nas, Big, they were more of the '90s, I would say. But
And Redman.
even thinking about Jay, like Jay really got bigger towards the later part of the '90s. So he was
When he started
almost
making commercial
2000s.
records, bro, Big Pimpin', stuff like that. When he started making
No, I
commercial,
mean Hard Night Life is what put him over
oh,
And
when he
that
made
was in the
Hard.
Andy
90s.
Crack.
That's
That
the
was not.
90s.
It was 98. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
98.
so bro,
But
all
late
I'll
night.
say, New York was definitely holding it in the 90s. Like there was other representatives that came. The West Coast was probably the biggest rival to the dominance. But
It
New
was.
True.
York,
You don't
bro,
want
the
people
90s
dancing
ran
all
New
in your
York. I mean,
videos.
yeah, New York ran the 90s, dog. Like,
Yeah, I just
They
think
did,
about
bro.
like that. Death Row had a crazy run. You know what I mean? Like they had a crazy run, and that's all I'm saying is they were battling for
I
that.
mean,
No,
Death Row may have had a
Death
good
Row
four
had
to
it.
six, like stronghold run, maybe 4 to 6 years.
Yeah,
which is
which
pretty
is
good in hip
I'm
hop.
about to say
It's
that's
In
yeah,
hip
it
hop,
I,
that's
is.
pretty good.
a decade is only 10 years. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
if you taking 6 of those, I mean, you're doing
yeah,
pretty damn good.
that's real damn
It
good.
well from 90 to 2000. I'm gonna say they had 4 years, bro. I'm gonna say the East Coast had six.
I don't even get an East Coast 6 like that. You know what I mean? Because I think the 99, 98, later part of 98 through probably 2000, that's where the South emerged, right? P, and maybe it was just, you know, where I'm from, but P was heavy in the city. You know what I mean? People
Oh
were,
yeah.
and I got roots in Louisiana, so I was hearing a lot of this stuff prior to it becoming global. Like shout out to my brother. You know what I mean? My
Ice
brother would
Cream Man.
go down. Yeah, you know, my brother was playing all this stuff. So my brother had a very eclectic. What's the CD books called? I'm just gonna call them the CD books, right? He had a very mass variety of CDs in his collection,
Oh yeah.
and you
Shout
know
out to you if you still got your CD books.
we would listen to, like, P had a strong run, bro. Like you got to think that was all '90s. You know what I mean? That wasn't in the 2000s. That was straight from like 98 through 99, and then you know what I mean. Like I
We could push
remember,
him to about 03.
I remember when the Source had. Remember they little pictures in the back of the Source, and they
Yep.
had the BG joint. That BG kind of looked like P a little bit. And I'm like, who are these cats trying to be Master P?
Cash
You know what I
money,
mean?
boy.
And boy, did I go down south to my cousins, and they were all playing like my cousins. You know, they lived in a little town in Louisiana, but I had some that lived in Baton Rouge as well. So when I went down there and I heard 400 Degrees for the first time before it hit here, I was like, boy, like this is nuts. And still to this day, it's you can play it and it's timeless. But when I heard that, then I was like, yo, be ready because this is about to change the game. You know what I mean? And it introduced the South to really being mainstream, and they haven't looked back since.
It did. It did. Now I will say this though, bro. The South was emerging, but if we keep it a buck, the South didn't really take over until like 2002. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2001, maybe. But
I would say
I go, I
2001.
go, I wouldn't even say 01, bro. Be honest with you. I say like 04.
Nah, 50 came back on
I
in
mean, 50 came
2003, bro.
back, but 04 though, Lil Jon was that guy, bro. Like, I mean, he was making bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers, where he had cats from the West Coast, he had cats from the East Coast, all features. You know what I mean? Like, and then of course, like Ti is on the way. Outcast was always relevant, but then you had your Ti's. Like things really begin to take off in 04.
see, I still say before '04 though. But I
Yeah,
got you though.
bro.
I mean,
Like
because you got Ti, Ti
even
came out, Wayne came out,
yeah,
Missy Elliott came
even
out.
the Mimics tree came out, bro. You got to think Ray Cash from Cleveland, Ohio, did a song "Pimped in My Own Mind," but it sounded just like Pimp C. Like that was 2004, bro. Like there, I mean, the sound of the South became like
Oh,
something that everybody came to ride to.
that's another
Chameleon,
group. Like when I
Chameleon
listened,
came out. When did
my
Chameleon? I think Chameleon came out '02. Riding Dirty.
But my brother used to play, but I was playing 8 ball and MJG in like 2001. You know what I mean? Like lay it down, you lay it down. I was playing all of that stuff back then. But again, I have Southern roots. I know DC. You think I just listen to one side of the globe, bro? But I
Nah,
had
nah,
Southern
nah,
roots.
nah, nah.
Like, yeah, I remember like late '90s listening to UGK. Like again, my brother, he's 6 years older than me, so you know man, we used to listen to everything. But UGK, I was heavy on them. I was introduced to the South probably a lot sooner than my peers that lived in the city. But some will say our Detroit sounds a little Southern. Like some will say that. We
Oh,
definitely,
oh, oh, boy, would you? Hey, that right there, definitely. That blade, that's fire.
yeah, oh
I
yeah,
remember my homeboy Damien put me on that. That thing was. I was like, yo, this fire.
and
I'm
man.
like, that's fire.
The Great Lakes ruler, man. Look him up, DC. I know you don't know who he is, but
Lex the Ruler.
the Great Lakes ruler, bro. Blade
Lex.
Ice,
Oh,
Blade. His name Blade Icewood.
Blade Icewood.
Yeah. R.I.P. to the Great Lake ruler.
Yeah, bro. Hey, he had some. Definitely. He would have been going like platinum. He he had some bangers.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking him up here, man. I don't know about this guy, bro. I'm
My
looking at these.
man,
I'm looking at
bro.
these album covers, bro. I'm like, I don't
I
know
feel
about
you,
this,
bro. Hey,
dog.
bro, that single boss up and get this money, bro. That thing,
Yeah, I mean
bro.
it's
My boy Damien put me on that. I was like, yeah,
they part of
I
the
can ride
street
to that.
lords. So we had like the bigger groups in our time were like street lords. You had Rock Bottom, and then you had the East Side Cheddar Boys. So Blade was more with the street lords, and I mean he's a D boy, bro. He's a hustler that made music. You know what I mean? He's well respected in the city. He's a lot of these young rappers that's their idol, bro. That's who we grew up on is Blade. And like in our city, bro. Like you might not feel it, but in our city,
I'm
he's
gonna
a
It's
check him
staple.
out,
shockwaves.
man.
It's
I'm gonna check
shockwaves.
him
It's
out. So
shockwaves.
I guess he's passed away.
Yep.
Yeah, he got shot.
Dang.
Yeah, a couple times.
God, dog.
He was in that life, bro. Like when I
Yeah.
say the stuff like, that's the thing about Detroit artists is usually it's not fake what they talking about. You know what I mean? Like, you have industry dudes that just rap and make up their lifestyle. Yeah, Detroit is usually not like that. You know what I mean? It's usually like, yo, yeah, I just saw him doing that a couple weeks ago. He just said it. You know what
Hey, no
I
cap.
mean?
he did that shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
Whatever they arrested him for, he did that.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
off that power.
Right. Yeah. Whatever they said about him, the daddy, he did that shit. I'm gonna check him out, man. I see him right here, Blade
Hey,
Icewood.
yep. And Kamir never dropped in '05. That's why. That's again, like I say, I think I want to say '04 when that really was like
Like Kill Millionaire had one track, bro.
that was it, bro. But hey,
But
bro,
that
he made a killing off of that, bro.
Yeah, no disrespect to him. Like, all you need is one to make a million or two, and what you do after that is up to you. So he decided to get
Right.
into his own business by using that. I didn't even like that song, to be honest with you, but it was a hit. I did
That
not
riding
like,
dirty,
bro. I did not like that track. I was not a
bro.
fan.
That shit hard, bro. I mean, you hear it on movies, commercials.
I was not a fan, bro. And he had my dude Crazy on. I was a big Bone fan growing up too, but I was not feeling that track, bro. It was kind of annoying to me. But
Crazy Bone, bro. Hey,
yeah,
on tracks with Lil Jon. Like I said, bro, '04. It changed, bro. It changed. It really changed in '04, bro.
Hmm.
yeah.
Good thing
Well,
about
I guess
Crunk Juice was out, and that's a banger, bro.
is Atlanta still? I guess it is. I was about to say, is Atlanta still considered the South? Not Georgia, not Georgia, but like literally, the Atlanta is almost becoming almost like Charlotte, bro. It's like a
It's a
bunch of
melting pot,
implants, bro.
bro. It's a melting pot,
Yeah,
bro. It
Mhm.
is.
well, I guess it's still Southern.
Yeah. You
I
talking
mean,
about
it's still the
Charlotte?
South, bro.
Hmm.
You talking about Charlotte?
I mean, he said, "Is Atlanta the
Atlanta.
South?"
Oh yeah. I mean, what do you mean? That's like the capital of the South.
But when I was saying, like, just like Charlotte, it's like there's hell half of Atlanta, probably more than half now, is Detroit, bro. Like, this is where Detroiters just moved to Atlanta. That's
Oh,
that's
for
what
real?
they did. Yeah.
Everybody moved to Atlanta, bro.
That's what they did, bro. Like, that's your way out the hood. Like, I'm moving to Atlanta. You know what I
Oh
mean? So
wow, that's crazy.
Hey, hey! You remember Kane, bro? From Men's Society, bro. He was supposed to move to Atlanta. That's the thing, bro.
for
Yeah,
real.
I know a lot of people. I like matter of fact, I know Detroit and Atlanta has kind of a different kind of connection, bro. Because a lot of
Shout out
Atlanta
Big
artists,
Meech.
maybe that's what it is. Because a lot of Atlanta artists just show love to Detroit
Yeah.
and vice versa.
Like I said, half of Atlanta. I don't know what the percentage is, but a good percentage of Atlanta came from Detroit at some point. So yeah, we got that connection
You gonna
to
cross
there, man.
paths with somebody in Atlanta that's from like Detroit or New York, bro.
Hmm.
My opinion. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
what it is, bro.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
But you
be
know
me
what? It
though.
may not be Atlanta. It might be, Fulton County.
Yeah,
You
there
know,
you go.
you're not Atlanta, bro.
Colin Pop, you are not Atlanta. Yeah, she really ruffled some feathers with that song.
She sure did, man.
I hope she makes it into a career because I like the song.
Hey, she was
Um,
spitting, bro.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see if it turns into something more than just a soundbite for a little while.
Yeah, y'all ever heard her rap?
I mean, I
Y'all ever
heard her
heard her
rap.
rap? Like, she can go.
Yeah, she be spitting, bro. And like, hey, you got like folks like Ti, Big Boy. They like retweeting this stuff, bro. Like she's getting notoriety.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, they like retweeting it, talking about her, atting her, all that, bro. So, you know,
Yeah,
oh
man.
girl, she pisses some people off.
Amaretta.
Yep, I'm Maretta. I'm Marita. She spit.
Hmm.
She really can't spit. That ain't just a song. Like you can find some other stuff. She really be spitting, bro.
Yeah, I seen her on something. I don't know. It might have been L.A. Leakers. By the way,
She
like
remind
people,
me of Tokyo
but
Jets.
by the way, people who go on L.A. Leakers, bro, like it must be a written, unwritten agreement that, bro, you better
You
come
gotta
with your
go
best.
hard.
You better come
Yeah,
with your best, or you not getting on this. We not gonna publish it because
yeah,
like they be going on there, bro. It don't matter
yeah,
who it is either.
I
yeah.
mean, I yeah have nope, nope. Nah, we ain't heard Iggy on there, so
Nah, she ain't gonna get that invite.
Nah,
Nah.
nah. You know, I've never been a huge fan of Iggy, but I always thought she got a little more hate than she deserved.
it was the freestyle she did with Sway, bro, that did it, bro. That's what did it, bro.
Maybe because
That's why people just really hated on her. Though. She made good music, whether
It
she
was
wrote it or
it
not.
was
We can go there, bro,
it
because
was
we know what
catchy.
that is. But yeah, bro,
and see, here's
like
my thing. I
she
think
made good music.
most women rappers don't write their own stuff. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I would say when I say most, more than 50%. You know what I'm
I agree.
saying?
I agree.
Hmm.
So like the whole she doesn't write. Man, most of them know. Lil Kim didn't write her shit.
Nah.
Foxy didn't write her stuff. I believe that Nicki didn't write as much as she leads on to either. Like, 'cause you
Well,
notice
they said Safari was writing a lot of that.
exactly, and you got to real, and you got to
But
figure
then when you
her.
listen to Savari's music, it don't sound like he wrote that.
But
Nah, it does. It
but
does.
yeah,
He
but yeah,
sounds just like Nicki Minaj, but it just sounds corny when he does it. And this is what I
yeah.
believe
I
happened.
was about to say that.
Yeah, because
Like,
you know when their career started, he was supposed to be Safari's career, but she took off, and he realized that. So he just wrote for her, and they were dating, and this, that, and the third. But what it was is I believe she got pen game too. I'm not gonna sit here and say Nicki is trash. I think she has more pen game than a lot of top tier female MCs
hmm
in terms of popularity. But but that's what it was. Safari was supposed to be the rapper, but he was corny. So there's like, wow, those same antics looks a lot better when Nicki Minaj does it. So she became the superstar. And then they break up, and then all of a sudden her bars fall off. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like that's what happened. They needed
Coincidence,
each
maybe.
other. Nah, definitely not.
I think not.
Yeah, that's what it was, man. They needed each other, and I think they both didn't realize it until they parted ways. They both fell off.
So speaking of that, man, like that brings up a good topic, and I believe we spoke on it. I don't even know if it was a bunch of us. I think it was just like me, T, and CJ. But why do rappers get so much flack for having uh I'm not gonna even say ghostwriters, bro. Like it's known that they have writers because ghosts is I'm trying to actually hide it. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody to know that somebody's writing for me. But like remember when the whole Quentin Miller came out with Drake and the whole reference tracks and all that, like people legitly was like, yo, I will never listen to Drake again and he can't be in the top MC. But they don't remember that Drake has written a lot of stuff for other people too. You know what I mean? Like, so at what point does it be like, yo, yeah, it's some, and I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on how much you're writing. Like, if are you taking a whole verse? Are you doing just a hook? Is this person just helping you finish off a song? Because I think my guy Sci-Hi said it best. Like, bro, we in a lane where we're competing with other genres that have like 40 different people in a room writing for them and doing things. Like look at Beyonce, you know what I mean? No disrespect to
A
Beyonce,
team
but
of writers.
but I could go write a track for Beyonce. It's a hit. She know it's written. They admit it's written, and nobody cares because she's singing the hell out that thing. You know what I mean? So in the rap game, it's a little bit different because you're almost frowned upon because you have a writer. Like, why is that?
So here's my thought. As far as the whole Drake thing, I personally don't see it as a real big deal. I will say that by him having a writer and the writer actually wrote verses, not hooks,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he can ever be considered the greatest rapper. Maybe and maybe that's just me being idealistic.
But even if he penned for somebody else, though.
Yeah, because bruh, I don't know. I don't think you can be the greatest and have somebody else like writing for you.
So
But
on that same tip, and I don't want to kill your thought, my bad. But on that same tip, like think about Jay and Jay doing the reference of Biggie's, even though they're not written for Jay, he's still reciting the line word for word, bar for bar, same cadence, same everything. But they didn't write it for him. So, Jay got a little flack for that too. And some people don't put him at the top because of that. But look how many tracks Jay has written for people, you know what I mean? And Jay's just a different animal. Like if he's not in your top whatever, I don't know what you be listening to. You don't gotta love the dude, but he gotta be. You gotta respect what he's doing, and that's how I feel about Drake too. In a little bit different of a sense, but my bad on killing your thought. But I wanted to throw that out there to you.
Well, with Jay, man, I think it's different because to me, you could take whatever bars he took from Big, you could take them out of those songs, they would still be hit songs. You know what I'm saying? To me, him, like
Yeah,
I can't think of any Jay line that took that just like if you took it out, it would have killed the whole fucking song. Like I don't know any like that. So I think it's different when Jay, and then also because Jay is so nasty with his pen game, like when he takes a line from somebody else, it's really looked at as like a sample or bigging them up, not of I'm gonna
Jay
bite.
said it,
I'm
bro. I took
like
it to his
nobody's gonna
verse to
know.
big up my
Nobody.
brother.
Yeah, like nobody's gonna know this is a Biggie line. Ha ha ha. They're gonna think it's me. I don't think that's the case. But when you look at like let's take the Drake thing. Like nobody was supposed to know that Quentin Miller wrote that. Like even though Quentin Miller got writing credits on the album cover or whatever, nobody was supposed to know exactly what it is he contributed. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he contributed something. It's a great song. He got paid. Everybody's happy. That's why I don't think you can compare Drake to Jay-Z. But going back to Drake, though, I might not put him as greatest rapper, but I would probably still put him as maybe one of the greatest entertainers. Because
greatest
I feel,
artists. Yeah,
or greatest artist, because even though Quentin Miller did whatever, we heard the reference track. That song didn't sound nothing like what Drake did to it. The lyrics are the same, yeah. But Drake made that song a hit. If Quentin Miller would have put that out by himself, it would have been a dud. And we've seen Quentin Miller put out duds. You know what I'm saying? It's because he ain't got the juice. Like Drake got the juice. Drake can take some lyrics and make it sound like $1 million.
What's that saying, man? You got to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's Drake, bro.
I ain't never heard that a day in my life, bro.
Me neither. I ain't never heard
that. What? Y'all never heard that, bro?
You be making stuff up.
Hey, Google it, bro. I'm not making it up, bro. Hey, man, a lot of NFL coaches say that, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Like
I didn't make it that far in my career.
You gotta work with. It's pretty much saying you gotta work with what you gotta work with, bro.
That's what's
you gotta
up.
be able
man.
to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and that's people say Tom Brady does that. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's amazing how you could have somebody that have such a dope pen. Like one of the things with ghostwriting is so interesting to me is like I could have a dope pen to write for somebody else, but I can't write a song for myself to save my life. You ever just hear somebody and I don't want to, I'm not gonna even throw that name out there. I'll throw a different name. Like y'all remember the dude what was his name? Sky Zoo?
Yeah.
Sky Zoo is supposedly, one of the dopest ghostwriters out there. But have you ever heard a Sky Zoo song? You know what I mean? Have you ever heard something that you'd be like, yo, I just love this song? Like some people just can't make songs that are made for the masses, we'll say. You know what I mean? Papoose. It's not made for the masses.
Yeah.
But apparently their pen game is crazy where they can write for other people. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn on that whole. I'm like you, DC, in a way where I feel like you gotta write your own. You know what I mean? You can get help on the hook, you can get help on lines, but it can't be like, yo, you just wrote a whole verse for me. And maybe the verse was dope and you just was like, yo, I'm gonna take that. You know what I mean? That's what Diddy do, right? Like, yo, all right, now write your verse. Someone who said that, like, I think it was
Diddy,
Styles.
bro.
I think it was Styles or Jada. I think it was Jada. He wrote a verse for a track and he turned it in to Diddy and was like, okay, yeah, that's dope, bro. Now, where's your verse? You know what I mean? Like,
don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks.
Right. Like if you doing something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know, man, but like you said, if you could be a great artist, I don't know if I can consider you a great lyricist.
And that's and
Even
that's and that's what I say. I'm not gonna put Drake in the greatest lyricist because of that, but I'll definitely put him up there as one of the greatest artists. Definitely, probably the greatest artist of his decade,
mhm.
2010 to 2019. Um, but
and it,
best lyricist,
and his
I can't
pen is
do it.
dope
So
though.
okay,
You
so
know what I mean? But
who is
and
your
Drake, like,
lyricist
look,
though?
but Drake's pen is dope. Like, don't get it twisted. Like
Yeah,
a
you know.
good 90, probably 8% of what Drake puts out is all him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I'm
yeah,
sure that there's been a couple where, he got some help on. Like, I know people were talking about on Take Care, Abel was helping a lot on that. It's what people say. I don't know how true that is or not.
yeah. He
But
he, he wrote a lot on that
yeah,
album.
I mean, his name is all over it. So,
Yeah,
I don't know how much of the writing he was doing, like verses, but
he wasn't doing no verses, bro.
yeah.
He was doing melodies, and that's another thing. Because yes, the Weeknd wrote a lot onto the Take Care album, which is one of my favorite Drake albums of all time, if not my
Hmm.
favorite. And
Shout
you
out the
can,
weekend, bro.
yeah, and you can tell
Fire.
the Weeknd is all over, but he wasn't writing no bars, bro.
Nah.
Like he was coming up with the melodies, he was coming up with the love song type of stuff. But when
Hmm.
we talking about the bars, bro, the Weeknd was not there, bro. He probably wasn't even in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it up. And we're talking about rap right now. We know what the
Hmm.
Take Care is. It's part rap, part R&B. We're talking about the rap part, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
In the rap part, bro, Drake was dropping bars, bro. Like,
Yeah, I can't hear the weekend spitting on the motto.
no.
I mean, come on.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. And in that same camp, do you guys remember? And again, it was a rumor, and they actually got beefed out over it for a minute. But remember when people were saying that Gilly used to write for Wayne? I think it was
Yeah.
around the squad days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the squad up mixtapes.
Yeah. I
How,
never believed that either. I always thought that was fake.
yeah, and Gilly's dope. Like, I think he's talented, but I don't know, some of the stuff that Wayne has done since Squad is just it's just nuts, man.
It's
And it's
better.
crazy. It's crazy. I was listening to that interview, and I know we jump in topics. It's all in the same realm, though. I was listening to that interview on I Am Athlete. Shout out I Am Athlete. And Baby and them didn't want Wayne to put out the Squad Up stuff because they said it sounded too New York, bro. They didn't want to go in that lane. So
Yep.
he ended up doing those mixtapes, which till this day he's probably the mixtape king between him and Fab. Like, between the Squad Up tapes, and you think about what No Ceilings, I Can't, all that stuff,
Yep.
like, all of those things came about because he just had all of these ideas in his head that he had to get out, and Baby didn't want to put them out, so he's like, yo, we just gonna do it like this. So that's crazy how all that birthed the Wayne that we know today, because if he would have stayed on the same Cash Money path, like, there's no way he would have been up there in that top, we'll call it top 10. I
Yeah,
know.
that's why
Yeah.
people call it like album Wayne and mixtape Wayne.
Oh
When
yeah.
you hear him spitting, they're like, "Oh, that's the album Wayne, or that's the mixtape Wayne." Hey, but hey, you mentioned somebody though. He definitely top five lyricist, Fab.
You think
Yeah,
Fab is top five lyricists?
he could be.
Absolutely, bro.
He
Nah.
could be. He could. I
Like,
mean,
are we talking about all
Oh,
time?
lyricist.
Are we talking about all time though?
I would say he's like
Mm.
top two punchline rappers. Like, and
Ooh, you know what? I don't.
him and Wayne are
If
probably
he ain't five, he the sixth man coming off the bench, bro. Fab up there, bro. He
nah.
is up there, bro.
I think Fab and Wayne are the best punchline, and Lloyd Banks are those three are the best punchline rappers that I've probably ever heard. Jada,
Underrated too. Underrated, by the way,
Jada, my
Lloyd Banks.
bad, Jada too. They all sound the same too, which is crazy. Fab, Jada, uh,
And Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd. Yeah, they all have
But yeah,
that
lyricist
same
though.
type of tone.
Yeah, lyricist though, Fab, bro.
So
That boy got bars.
what's your definition of a lyricist?
Man, I'm talking about the wordplay, like you said, that wordplay, the punchlines, cadence, like Fab, bro. He up there. Of course,
Uh,
Jay. You just said it, bro. You at the circus, bro. You a clown if you ain't listening to Jay like that.
if we
So
talking all time, I can't put Fab up there, bro. If we talking about like his era, okay, cool. but all time, it's just too much. You got Jay, you got him.
Yeah, I have to think on that one. I don't think I could put it in the order. I would.
Yeah, I can't put it in no order,
He's
but
probably top 10 though. I would give him top 10.
I might say top 10. I can't say
Yeah.
top 5 though.
I mean, what you gonna say, Jay Nas? What M?
Jay, Nas, M, Three Stacks, Wayne.
Okay,
That's 5 right there.
Mhm.
Just off the
I
top
like
of
what
my
you did
head.
there. I like what you did there.
Yeah, that's 5 right there, right?
So he did. Hey, like I said, he the sixth man, bro.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
I mean, there's so many
And
that
low
you can
key,
just
Royce
go.
in that top 10 as well.
I
Royce
would
in
put
my
I
top
would,
10 for sure.
I would put Rakim over Fabulous as well.
I would not.
Definitely put Rakim. That's the
I
God
would
MC.
not. I would not.
Fab would put Rakim over himself.
I
If
mean,
we
because that's
call
not a
Fab, if
respect.
we
He,
call Fab, he would say,
he,
"Nah, put
hey,
Rakim over me."
he from your 80s, man. You don't like the 80s, bro. You can't, you can't,
Ooh,
you can't, you
ooh.
can't put Rakim in there.
Hey, Rakim dropped in the '90s, bro. I mean, he's got '80s music, but he's got
Nah.
'90s music.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, he
Nope.
does.
Nope.
He
I know he
definitely
do,
does.
but I'm just saying, nope, bro. You said it's trash, bro.
What else did I say? Since we want to say take what else did I say? I said as a whole, I said
Yeah,
you had people that shine through, but as a whole, it is pretty whack. But he's one of the ones that he pushed through, and he came through in the late '80s, bro. He didn't come in
yeah.
those
It was
early.
like,
He came in like in '88, '89, bro.
yeah. His style was different. I mean, his style definitely him and Daddy Kane definitely grandfathered the evolution of hip hop. I would say, in my opinion, because
Yeah, I agree.
they made the lyrics more smooth. Like it didn't sound like that hip hop hip it. You know, it didn't
Right.
have that cadence.
That Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, it just made it into a full song and it flowed. You know what I mean? That's where, in my opinion, that's where the term flow came from because that's what it sounded like when
They
you
said
listen
it.
to him.
Yeah, they said it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't argue with that, bro. Like if you're talking like he's one of the pioneers of changing the way lyrics are heard, you might have to put him up there.
Gotta put him up there. Anything without cussing.
Oh, shout out to him too. But
Without cussing.
yeah, I
But
mean,
but but
Rakim
what's
in that
really
top 10 too. So is Chris Wallace.
yeah, I didn't even say Biggie, but yeah, you got to throw Biggie in there. But you know, bro, to me, Biggie gets lower and lower on the list, and the
He
reason I say that,
does because he's
He
just
didn't
not
have
here.
enough. Yeah, he
He's
didn't
not
have
here.
enough. He didn't have
yeah,
enough bake time, bro.
and to me, that
And I love Big, but he didn't have enough bake time.
yeah, and to me that it does a disservice to continue to put his 20-year-old album above, or not even album, his work above all these other artists that came. Is
That's
like,
not his
bro,
fault though. That's not his fault.
but it's not their fault either. It's not their fault they didn't die. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like my thing is, if you're gonna be objective, at some point Biggie has to come off the list.
But he's not yet.
Huh?
He's not yet though.
No, well, what I mean in the top 5 of this. So you notice I didn't put him in my top
I'm
5.
not. Yeah, he's not in my top 5, but he's still in the top 10.
Yeah, he's
He
in the
was
top
in
10.
the top 5 like 10,
But he
15
got
years ago.
he got
He's
knocked
sliding
out.
down.
He
But
got
think
knocked
about
out.
that though,
He
bro.
has to get knocked out.
We talking about what, a few albums, bro, and this man still ain't out the top 10. That says a lot.
It says a lot. I think part it says to me what it
We're
says.
talking what, almost 30 years now?
But to me what it says is people are more so just nostalgic. That's what I think. I think people are more so nostalgic than the fact that he was great. Granted, he was great. Let me just say that he was a great artist, great lyricist, all that good stuff. He put the homies on. But if you listen to his music, bro, like as dope as it was, like we don't know if he would have had a 10-year career. We don't know. We just don't know.
We'll
A
never
lot of
know.
people were great in the '90s, and most
He would
fell
have been.
off.
He would have been out. He still would have been doing this thing, bro.
You don't know,
We don't know, but it's all about emotion and feeling now.
like
We all being objective.
Big was still hustling while he was making ready to die, bro. So
Yeah.
some people just can't transition from that street to the fame, like J told Beans. You know what I mean? So we don't know if Big would have been able to make that transition fully and evolve. Like the game changes so much that
Hey,
you have
Beans
to
was
be able
another
to.
guy. Beans was another guy, bro.
Oh yeah, Beans is dope, bro. But
Like,
again,
who knows what? Yeah, bro.
But you
Man,
know
I
my
love
thing.
Siegel, bro.
You know
Like,
something
we
about
just
Pac.
don't know, bro. Like, if he didn't go to prison, he didn't do these things, right? With Siegel, we'd be talking about Beans. We could be.
I don't think we would.
Why
I don't, I
not?
don't, well, because
It would be debatable.
I'm telling you why. Because he don't have the juice, bro. Like, granted, he dropped what was it? The B Coming. To
hmm
me, I love that album. Probably top 20 album all time, in my opinion. But that album still, and I don't know the numbers. Maybe somebody can Google it. But I bet you it ain't really sell like that because he just ain't got the juice, bro. He don't beans. Beans don't bring people together, bro. Like, you put Jay-Z on at a party, bro, the whole party gonna turn up. You put Beans on the party, the guy's gonna be on this side and the girl's gonna be on that side. That's the kind of music he makes. That's why I say I don't know, like, if he would have been any more than what he was, which is a great role player, like a Kyrie. I would say he's like a Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? He could be a great part of a championship team, but he could never lead a team to the championship like a
I
Jay.
like that. I get you. I get you. I get you.
Yeah, I killed that one. Ooh, I surprised myself with that one. Oh, wait a minute. That all
No,
tied
bro.
together. That kind of tied in together, actually.
That does tie in together because Beans fire, bro, and we know Kyrie can ball.
He came and no disrespect to Pac. I know this don't sound disrespectful, but he came out, right? Super woke, social content. Brenda had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Dear
Yep.
Mama,
keep your
Classic,
head up.
keep your head
classics,
up.
classics.
And I want to say three of those songs were all on the same album. I think that was on
Me against the world,
Me
right?
Against the. Yep, that's what I was just about to say. Right? He goes to prison. He gets signed to death row. He comes out. He puts all eyes on me and never puts out no woke shit again. Anything that he put out that was woke was after his death, which means it was already recorded. Who knows if it was ever going to see the light of day. And so he came out super woke. He died a super thug. And, you know, considering that he saw where the money was, because clearly he was about getting paid. Like, is he going to go back to the woke stuff, knowing good and well that the gangster stuff pays? I don't know, man. I
I
kind
think
of
he
see him
would have,
going
bro. I think
that
he would
route.
have, bro. I think he would have. I think he would have did both, bro. Because he probably would have been doing music with like a Kendrick or even a Cole. I think he would have, bro.
See, what's crazy is, and I could be wrong. Who knows? But I just see Pac as being one of those hip hop heads that get stuck in their time, and when people come out wearing skinny jeans and this, that, and the third, they hate on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about Wayne.
He
Wayne
probably would
Wayne
have
came
hated
out
on.
with white tees and baggy pants, and now he looks like a rock star, and now he's halfway bald. But the thing is, he's still in the game. But he's still in the game because he's adapted with the times. I wonder if Tupac would have adapted with the times, or if he would have been one of them old heads that, oh, y'all kids, these
Yeah,
kids
bro.
nowadays,
You
I don't
gotta
know.
think, bro. He was wearing like the tight leather joints on stage, bro. The leather vest with the leather pants, bro. Yeah, bro. He would have adapted. I'm
Well,
not saying he
what you
doing
think? What you
jeans.
think, Ryan?
He would
What
have
you
been
think?
wearing like Gucci and like Versace, everything though.
I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't
I,
see it,
Yeah, he
man.
would have. He would have, bro.
I don't see it.
I don't see the
Um,
skinny jeans, but I see like all that leather and all that.
I don't know if
He'll be wearing like silk and shit.
I don't know if Pac ever overcomes that thug life mentality or persona that was perceived when he died. You know what I mean? Because I think at that point he was too deep in.
Mhm.
Um, and everything happens for a reason, bro. Like it, maybe that was the reason why he's not here. But um,
Well, it's
we,
definitely the reason why. I mean,
I mean, yeah. But
I
I'm
mean,
saying like,
the man jumped the crypt and got shot down a few hours later. Like,
yeah,
he was too
yeah.
deep in the light.
For sure. And when you think about that transition from, like you said, being woke, being the son of a Black Panther and going to Juilliard, and all of a sudden now you thug life, you know what I mean, and living this lifestyle. Um, I don't see there's any coming back from it, to be honest with you. But we all could have been wrong, but we'll never know. So it's just
Yeah.
it's
I
a
mean,
hypothetical at the moment.
Snoop is the prime example, bro. I think he would have did it, bro. I think so, man. Maybe I just believe in the heart of hearts, bro. But I think so.
Snoop is an interesting one, man, because
He's still here, man. Shout out to Snoop, man. Hey, he owned Death Row now.
and his lyrics are not that great, but he still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He still somehow is relevant.
I can tell you why. Because two things. One, he's three things. One, he got the juice, and that's something you can't teach. He just got that star power. Two,
True.
Snoop just has that flow, bro. Like if you think about it, Snoop has never been a lyricist. If you go back, he just his raps was always juvenile at best. But
Hmm.
it just sounds so damn cool when he says it, bro.
Hmm.
Like and in three, he's one of them cats who he changed with the times. This man made What's My Name? He made Deep Cover, and he also made Sexual Eruption.
Right.
Like what? Like,
Right.
hey, we
Hey,
talked
I
about
love
it.
that
Like
song, by the
we
way.
talked about it
hey,
about 2-3 weeks ago, bro. Beautiful with Uncle
yeah,
Charlie, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Snoop, dope, bro.
and
Like,
and I'm
and
not
all the young, the young boys, bro.
Uncle Snoop.
Look, Snoop, he's to these dudes, and he's giving these guys, man. Hell, even us, bro. Free game.
Hmm.
He want to see everybody eat, bro. Everybody, bro. And you don't
Yeah.
get that. You don't get that, bro.
Shout out to the R&G too, because a lot of people don't like that album, but that was one of mine. I like that Snoop album, that Rhythm and Gangsta. Like that was a dope album to me. I still play. I have a different version than the studio version. I call it the Wrist Rob version. My homie hit me with it. It was one he made, and it was, man, it's a classic in my book, bro.
RNG is good. I wouldn't call it classic, but
But that's because you don't have my version. But if you have
oh,
my
okay.
version, again, classic, bro.
Now I
But I
want to
just
hear
think
it.
when I think back though, like Snoop, yeah, like you said, he has changed with the times. He made sexual, what was it called? Sexual eruption
Yes,
or
Sexual
sexual
Eruption.
eruption. Fire.
That's on Jam, bro. I love that song.
It
nah.
does, bro. You can
And
have that in the living room,
and
just
he
cleaning
also
up.
made I don't want anybody to get the
Oh, wrong
wrong idea
ideas,
about
bro.
me.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, that's
man,
I
right.
I don't know what happened to Badass, but hey, that track
duh.
go hard.
Like Snoop variety is crazy. My homeboy PJ, I be dropping names on this joint though, but my homeboy PJ, man, he always say, and I don't know if he be trolling or not, but
Hey, and that was a No Limit
he
album, by the way, Last
he
Meal.
he always say Snoop is the best overall artist. You know what I mean? And I can't give him that, but I mean his longevity is crazy, and like you said, he embraced the young boys. He always somehow remains relevant, and that's
Hey,
I
my
think
wife said
Drake.
the same thing. My wife like, how do people still like him? I'm like, yo, he a likable dude.
He is
Like
a
he's
likable
just a
guy.
Yeah,
likable guy, bruh. He
Yeah.
could talk to the Crips and the Bloods back in Inglewood and be talking to Martha Stewart the next day.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a likable dude, man.
Yeah, super likable guy, man. How do you not like Snoop, man? That's like American
Yeah.
Pie, bro. And that's the thing. Snoop has made himself.
Yo, that's a crazy comparison, but it's
Yeah,
it's true. It's
yeah.
true, bro.
You can't not like Snoop. It doesn't matter who you are at this point.
Nah, you can't, bro.
You could be into country music and live in Oklahoma. You have to like Snoop. Like you
And
just
if you
can't.
don't like Snoop, it might be a problem.
It might be a problem. Yeah, people gonna look at you different. People
It
gonna look at
might
you
be.
different. Now you can say that you don't love his music. You can say, okay, I've heard a couple of his songs, but to just say you just don't like him, nah, bro, that's inexcusable. That you can't do that these days. But yo, random. As I'm listening to y'all, I see T sent a picture of the other Dream Team with
Yep.
the going back to Dominic Dawes.
Dawn
Don
Uh,
Staley,
Staley.
bro. That
yeah,
was a
Don
cute
Staley.
picture, bro.
Bruh, Lisa Leslie. How y'all gonna take Don Staley over Lisa Leslie? That's the one that's a crossover.
Because Lisa Leslie was like 6'8", bro, and I just can't do that.
Yeah, I
See,
couldn't see it, bro. I was probably like my sophomore year in high school, bro. I'm still a short dude, but man, I was like short. You know
nah,
what I'm
that's where my
saying?
crush was. Like honestly, I forgot about Lisa Leslie until I saw that. I'm
Because you
like,
was
nah,
already
she
six
was the
five.
one.
You was already 6'5" in the seventh grade, though, bro.
This man.
You see what I'm saying, bro? I was like 5'1", so I'm like, yo, that's it right there. She the one.
Yeah, man, Lisa, bro. You know, the black of the berry, bro. Yeah.
Y'all silly, man.
So,
Yeah, but I guess we'll get into those shout outs, man. Y'all got some shout outs this week?
Um, dang, you just stole my line, bro.
Hey,
No, gang.
that's
But
it.
yo, hey, it's the last. This is the last week of Women's Week, man, that we're gonna be putting out, man. But honestly, hey, I gotta end it with the women of my life, man, my wife, bro. So I'm gonna shout out my wife, man, Kashai Yelder, man. You know, it's not Kishi, and she hates that. So, but
okay.
nah, man, my wife, man, definitely, man. Want to prop her out, man. The mother of my children, and though how she moves and how she stays headstrong about her career and wanting better for not just herself but me, our kids, all that, man. So I'm gonna shout out my beautiful wife, man, Keisha. Love you. That's what I'm shouting out.
Dope.
That's so sweet, man.
Yeah, bro. Shut up, dog. My heart.
My heart.
I ain't finna be crying. I ain't finna be crying. I ain't finna be crying out here, dog. But hey, dog, that's my heart right there, bro.
There you go, man. There you go. You know,
Hey.
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna hop in my tea bag, man. I'm gonna shout out wifey, man. I'm gonna shout out wifey. You
Choo
know,
choo. Hop on this train, bro. I'm running,
I'm
bro.
hopping on the train, bro. It's the smart play. But no, shout out to the wife, my wife Ryan. We've been married for some years now, and have been through some ups and downs, and way more ups. And I will say she holds me down in a lot of ways. My career and my lifestyle just keeps me out of the house a lot and making it and moving and shaking, and a lot of things that she does just enables me and empowers me to do what I can do. She really helps me be the best version of myself, and I try to just repay her any way that I possibly can, and that includes giving her a shout out right here now. Love you, baby.
Look at y'all, man. Ain't that so sweet? Look at y'all.
Ron already did. Ron already shouted out Sylvia. You know.
I sure
He lost.
I sure
He lost.
did. I sure did. I did it first. Hey,
I
I'm
feel you,
like
bro.
I had to get that one out the way, but still shout out to the wife, and she know what it is, man. Shout out Sylvia. She holds the household down. That's the CEO of the crib. So shout out her. But I want to definitely give a shout out to my mom, even though ain't no way in hell she probably listening to this or gonna listen to it. But shout out to the moms, man. Bro, she put up with a lot growing up, man, and held it down for us, man. Showed us what a strong black woman is made of. A lot of tough nights growing up in the city of Detroit, man, and she kept both me and my brother pretty stable. You know, my pops too, but she kept us pretty stable, and we didn't get into too much of trouble. So shout out to the moms for helping me throughout life, bro. Still to this day. Till this day.
To this day.
Till this day.
Oh man, I need Wilder to get back in that ring, man. But shout out moms, man. Shout out Mama Ayrton. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Keisha. It's all love here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till the moms though till May. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's on mamas. Feel me? I'm standing with both my heels together, bro. Like I'm on Crenshaw. Nah. But
You putting
yeah,
Crenshaw on your back, though, like you Spencer Jones, bro. Put Crenshaw on my back.
Man, what was that about, bro? What was that about, man? But definitely again, man, shout out to these beautiful ladies, man. It's all love, man. So definitely this was a dope month, man, because we was able to definitely shout out some dynamic women, some strong women, some women in business, man, some women with their careers. It's been dope, bro. And I don't know if y'all seen like the shares, the hashtags, all of that, man. And it's pretty dope that we were a part of that and gave that a little nudge. But to see those women do big things, it's just dope. So shout out to all the women we shouted out this month. Shout out to all y'all.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all those strippers at Onyx on You Can Wipe Your Lenses.
Cue the music.